Let's now set aside the issue of online privacy. I hope that I've managed to convince you that there's a lot of information available on the internet that should be treated as confidential. There's a new approach towards privacy that has emerged recently, and this approach directly affects the shape of our security and the security of our systems. Cybercriminals. I've refrained from using the word hacker in this course. It's been so overused that it's ceased to mean anything. Cybercriminals should be defined by two characteristics: their motivation and their skills. Where do hackers fit in this graph? With equal probability, a hacker could be a script kid, an unskilled individual who scans a computer and launches a pre-made exploit out of curiosity, or an expert who wants to make money. The red portion of the market is growing the fastest, and it's the most dangerous. You need to guard yourself against these criminals. Let's find out if this is really true. I'll give you a couple of real stories in chronological order. The first is a story of a gentleman known as Boa, a criminal working in the 90s who set up a website that offered credit card numbers for sale at a good price. At its peak, the website had a selection of 154,000 stolen credit card details. The credit card numbers were stolen from large international corporations. How is this possible? Boa and his partners did not use any exploits for their attacks. They instead struck a deal with Marriott Hotels porters and other people, or sent one of their men to take a job in a company when it searched for a skilled worker. A simple and efficient method. Boa was eventually arrested in Cyprus and extradited to the US. He was charged with defrauding over $2.5 million. It was revealed during the investigation that he was also engaged in a Cyprus-based money laundering company that washed billions. There's a happy ending in this story. Boa and his partners, Igor Anatoly Terashenko and others, were arrested. What's relevant for us is that their fraud did not involve electronic intrusions into computer systems. This is why it brought such great results. If we want to paint a fuller picture of cybercriminals, we need to mention the attack that hit Blue Security in 2005. Blue Security announced the release of a new product, an anti-spam filter. This filter was not like any of the anti-spam filters we know and use today. It didn't block spam. The tool instead detected the spammer's address and sent back a complaint. "Thanks, I don't want to receive spam from you." The system utilized a retaliation mechanism. A server that sent a lot of spam messages received a lot of answers. It was successfully attacked, and the attack resulted in a denial of service. The story of Blue Security is quite interesting. You can see here a message that was emailed to users of the tool that Blue Security provided. It was written and sent by PharmaMaster, a Russian online seller of fake Viagra. As you see, PharmaMaster obtained email addresses of Blue Security users. The attackers broke into the Blue Security system and extracted a database with users' addresses. In the message, PharmaMaster warns users that Blue Security is the real spammer. To give more weight to the email, PharmaMaster also sent it to Blue Security. Sending spam to spammers in this way was large scale. As a Blue Security user, you're in for a backlash from furious internet communities. If you don't get rid of the tool, your address will be put on a spamming list, and there can be other trouble as well. As you see reading this email, uninstalling the system will be for your benefit. Don't install it ever again. Apart from attacking Blue Security users, the servers of the company were also targeted. The first step was to block foreign access to the Israeli company's servers. Next, global access was cut off. Transporting services to servers of an external provider that specialized in guarding against denial of service attacks did not help. The attackers won this time. Blue Security withdrew the Blue Frog project and folded soon after. In the released official statement, the company said that it did not want to escalate the war. The stories of Roman Boa Vega and the attack on Blue Security show that cybercriminals aren't just bored script kids who try to launch some program they found on the internet after school.